How's it going, fellas? It's Retrotic here, and today we're going to be looking at something I never thought knew existed. Something called fanfic.net. Now, for those that are unaware of what fanfic.net is, I want you to think of it like your best fanfiction website, alright? It's got every combination Pokemon, Dragon Ball, Naruto, Dragon Balls, all of it. But there's a bit of a subsection. You see, since this is written by prepubescent teens, there's bound to be some complications, and there most certainly is. You see, there's a bit of a subsection called The Worst of the Worst, which contains all of the worst stories you've ever seen, and oh boy, there's certainly some. So today, throughout this series, we're going to be reviewing each and every one of them. I'm going to dissect, look through them, so you don't have to. I'm not going to like this, but I'm going to suffer with you people. So we're going to be looking through 3 stories. The first one is called Pokemon Gay. Oh boy, I'm excited about this one. And yeah, I read it. It's not looking too good. So the story starts off with Ash getting his leg humped by Pikachu. Yep, we're starting off there. Mind you, Ash is a minor still. Thought I'd just put that fact in there for your head. And, he gets confused and he calls Brock for help. And of course, Brock says, "Oh my goodness, Ash, your Pokemon is gay." And, Ash is trying to defend it. He's like, "No, he's not gay. He's, stop saying that." But then, he keeps proving him wrong with Pikachu doing sexual things with Charmander and Bulbasaur doing things to him. It's not looking good. Oh, and I forgot to mention Brock gropes Ash, so that's fun. Yeah, that's entertaining. And it ends with all the Pokemon having let's just say, a fun time all together, and everyone laughs. It's a very short story, but it packs a punch. There's a lot of cringe condensed into this shitty story. Oh, but they do have a bonus story. There's no correlation. It's Dragon Ball. I'm not going to look through that short story. You can check it out for yourself, but it's just as bad, in case you're wondering. Now, if you're praying for things to get easier, I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed, because the next story we're doing is one based off of Phineas and Ferb. I don't know why, but it's called The Phone Moan. And oh boy, it's bad. You see, the story starts off with Phineas relaxing with his brother and reading his comic. Out of nowhere, he gets a call from Baljeet, and the guy, begin to have a regular conversation with each other, until eventually there starts to be a bit of a confusion, an error in the conversation. Baljeet starts to stutter. He starts to moan. A minor, mind you. I just want to remind you guys that. And Phineas starts to get suspicious, and he starts asking what's going on. And eventually, Phineas finds out that Baljeet was playing a special game with Beaufort. The kind of game where you try to have a normal conversation and the other person sucks you off, to say the least. Minors. Thought I'd just remind you guys one more time. So yeah, Phineas, as any regular kid would be, gets uncomfortable and hangs up. And yeah, that's where the story ends. And where do I even start from this? Before I even go on a whole moral tangent about involving minors and this kind of stuff, what is with people's obsession doing this shit? This is like the second story I've read. I already know the third one's going to be just as bad. That's kind of where I have to tell you guys the bad news. Look, I can't do the third story, okay? I mentally can't, okay? The title is literally, "I Might Have Been Raped," okay? You can't get any worse than that. Okay, there's no touching that. It's untouchable, alright? That is a separate video on itself. So, I'll have to end it here for today, folks, unfortunately. But I want to thank you guys for watching this. This is my first video. There's going to be more sooner or later, but, it's very interesting seeing what we've seen today, folks. And I hope you guys have a great time, and I'll be seeing you all later.